Okay, same as usual. Who wants to get us started? Keith?
Mauricio.
Hello.
How are you feeling with the trophy in your hands?
Always good to win. I am so pleased again with the performance and the work from the player, from the staff. I think, yes, it's busy time, but I think we are doing a good job. I think congratulate to the player and the staff because never easy, 4 games and in a very short period of time, and now we need to play in Chicago against Dortmund. I think we need to continue and yes, keep going and preparing the team to arrive in the best condition for start the Premier.
Feels like there's been a lot of positives for you, but probably one of the main ones is your new players, your new attackers getting on the score sheet, and it looks like really getting to know their teammates very well.
Yes, of course. I think we are working hard to try to, to create this dynamic that all become natural and to share time together. I think the tour help, to know each other. And I think, yes, that is good that they feel well, that they feel already part of the team and the group, and they share a lot of time together. I think, yes, it's a thing that always is important because you need to start the Premier League in a good condition, knowing each other and trying to fight for each other. Is to create a real team that's capable to go and to face opponent that they are, already built, like Liverpool, City, and different teams like this.
We never got a chance to speak to you yesterday because of the storm. We're going to ask you about your new signing, Leslie, midfielder who got your clue.
No, I didn't know nothing because I didn't see, no time to speak, to talk, and yes, I have the new, but still I cannot say nothing,
Okay, go to Liam.
Hi Mauricio. Again, it's not been confirmed yet, but we heard today that Chelsea signing another defender, Axel Disasi. But more broadly,
you have more news than me.
But more broadly, is centre back a position that you feel you could use another option because of Wesley's injury and how serious that is?
No, I think it's not a big issue. It's just too many games in a short period. Like I told you, the conditions are tough. It's not easy, but I think it was more precaution than the hope. Hope is not a big thing. That is the first information. Now we need to assess him the next few days.
Go to Disasi.
Sorry, Mauricio, I just wanted to ask, you said in the past that you needed an experienced midfielder and you needed more players in certain positions and maybe you have too many in other positions. Is central defender a position that you do need a player in?
Well, for Fanay's injury, I think it's obvious that maybe we need to, reinforce this area. I think it's clear, no?
Yeah, and I guess also with midfield, if you had a 19-year-old, is that okay? You wanted an experienced one. Maybe that's quite. I
think we're still talking about that we need an experienced midfielder, yes.
On top of the one we might think that's coming to Chelsea.
But I don't know the information that you have. My information is a player that is from France that maybe they are signed with the idea to sell on loan, using different club, but that was the information was already in your laptop. It's nothing to say too much.
Go to Tom.
Mauricio, can I just check on Trevoh Chalobah?
Yes, I hope it's not a big issue. Only we need to assess now. Now doesn't mean that it's big. The thing. It only was, I think, a caution or precaution, I don't know. But I think we need to assess in the next few days and see. But we don't believe this big thing. We think, hope also.
And last time we spoke to you, you were talking about the balance of the squad. Some areas there were lots of players, some areas not so many players. How many do you think you need to come in to have a balanced squad?
I don't know, because if I say some numbers, after, I can create a problem. I remember some problem in the past in the Premier League. And, I think it's also for me it's important. The club is working really hard to try to improve all the areas. I think if we can learn the player that we want and the right profile, and to add to the squad to make it stronger, I think we are going to do. And in that way, I think the club is working really hard to try to find that profile.
Okay, give us one question each, please, now that we get around. I'm going to go Adrian and then Robert.
Mauricio, going back to Jackson and Nkunku, you obviously got a good amount of goals from them in America so far. Would you be okay to start the season with just those two? Would you be looking for maybe another sort of attacking player to increase your goals?
Well, today I think we are happy with their performance, and I think they can complement really well. Yes, of course, or maybe we can, like I was talking before, we are able to the club to add some different profile or different player that can help us. Of course, we are open, but I am so happy with both at the moment. And then yes, we have younger like today Mason and of course Broja in UK, still recovering from his injury. Yes, we need to analyze now in the next few weeks until the end of the transfer window. We will take the best decision for the team.
Okay, Rodrigo.
Hola Mauricio.
Hola.
Enzo Fernandez, another trophy for him. How special it is to have a World Cup champion with you and with his winning mentality. Do you think it's going to help him this season? Thank you.
Well, always it's a pleasure. I think he's very humble. He's a fighter also, and he's a fantastic player, world champion, and with Argentina, I feel so proud. I am Argentino also, and I share the happiness when they won the World Cup. Yes, always a pleasure when you have in your squad a player like him.
We're going to go to Ben, then finish off.
Hi Mauricio.
Hi.
Thiago and Reece lifted the trophy. Was that your decision, their decision? And if it was your decision...
No, because in the first half was Thiago and the second half was Reece. Both captain, today they lift the trophy.
Is that a clue that the shortlist is down to 2 for the next
Of
season?
course, they have the option also to be captain, yes.
Last question now.
Mauricio, you played Ian Maatsen in this whole tournament a little more higher up in the pitch. Is that where you see long-term future, or is he going to compete for left back?
Well, I think Ian, I told before, I think Ian have the capacity, to fit for different places on the pitch. He's a player that you can use in different positions. I'm so happy because it's not his performance didn't change. Using in different positions, that is what makes us very pleased, because he's a player that I think we see with enormous potential, for the team, for the club.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
See you in Chicago.